잘 웃어. 본 거 같은데.
Real quick before the episode starts, guys, I said it at the end of the episode, but I wanted to put it at the beginning of the episode as well to remind y'all. Y'all can get these videos over on Spotfiy, Apple Podcast, iHeartRadio, wherever you get your podcast. Just search up Nathan But Net. It'll be there. That way, if you don't have YouTube Premium, you don't have to have the video on. You can listen to it in the background, audio only. Listen to it while you're doing laundry, while you're cleaning the kitchen, while you're at work, doing whatever you're doing, you know. That way you don't have to have the video up. You can listen to it in the background. You know, that's what podcasts are for. So just wanted to remind y'all that y'all can find those links in the description for Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, Spotify. Wherever you get your podcast, you can listen to it in the audio version. So go check it out over there. And with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Alright, I think we should be live now. Nathan But Net, episode 13. We got CeeJayHoopTalks back. Y'all really liked him on, and he's got some good takes, and yeah.
Hey, hold on. I'm trying to make you full screen right now.
Alright.
Oh, there you go. Oh, you can see my whole room. It's shiesty. This is so shy. Oh my god. Look better.
Alright, you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Alright, so T-minus 2 days till the official season starts, bro. Or whenever I publish this, hopefully if I can publish it by tomorrow, it will be official season eve, bro. So
actually, hold on. Smile for the camera real quick. Ah, that's my guy. Yeah.
Alright, yeah, CJ was posted on his Instagram, I think. That's why he said to smile. So,
You're right.
Alright, anyway, since season starts in 2 days, what are you looking forward to the most, my guy?
Alright. There's 3 things, okay?
Yeah.
Ben Simmons, I want him to prove the haters wrong. Okay?
Really?
That's the number one thing, right? I want to see Lakers versus Nets. I think they play on the Christmas game.
Yeah,
so,
they play
you know
the Christmas game.
Yep, I want to see that, and I want to see Giannis postseason run. That's all I'm saying.
Bro, okay, so that's perfect because that, like, the 3 things you listed are like the top 3 things I have written down to talk about. So the first thing is Ben Simmons back in Philly. You want him to play?
Yes, I do. Yes.
Bro,
Yeah.
I don't think Ben Simmons should play in Philly. I think that can only turn out bad.
True?
Yeah, because, I mean, the team chemistry issue, like, Ben Simmons back in Philly, like, just imagine, like, what's going down in the locker room. And plus, you need to make, like, an example out of him. We talked about it, like, last time you were on. But I feel like you intentionally just keep him on the bench and then make him, like, lose money and, like, stuff like that. So that, like, it's an example for the rest of the NBA, like, hey, you can't just, like, leave and then come back and expect everything to be normal. Like, you gotta serve some sort of punishment, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's my thoughts on it, but tell me why you want to see Ben Simmons play, bro. I think it's just gonna end terribly if he ends up playing, but
Well, Allen Iverson, you know, the answer. You know what I'm saying? You seen that his Instagram, he posted a picture of Ben Simmons, and he said, I think he said something about God, trusting God or something. I don't know, but I think that post is gonna make Ben Simmons actually just, you know what I'm saying? Because he's getting support on the inside more than the outside. The outside, they just hate Ben Simmons.
yeah.
So nowadays, I think that's just that was that tipping point. You know what I'm saying? If Allen Iverson said that you got it, you got it. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
Yeah.
I just feel like, again, there's gonna be like a lot of issues in the locker room. So
Of course.
all right. So another thing we got on here, something that I said we had to. I commented on your video that we had to talk about.
Yeah.
Lonnie Walker the fourth versus Bryn Forbes. Who gets more minutes? You were a big LW4 fan, and I think that Bryn, as much as Spurs fans don't like to say it, and like Clan the Spurs fan was talking about this too. Clan's on the same side as me, bro. Like,
Yeah.
as much as Spurs fans don't want to admit it, we need Bryn this season.
Yes,
and
we
everybody's like, oh no, we don't want him to get minutes, bro. We need him to get some
Yeah.
minutes.
His 3-point shooting is elite. That's the one thing you can't hate about Bryn Forbes is the way his ability to space the floor. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here, I'm pulling up the game stats right now.
You pulling up the game stats, okay?
Yes, bro.
Statistical.
I know it's not always about stats because there's stuff that doesn't appear in the box score, but I mean, LW4 got 12 minutes and scored 5 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. Actually, this game is not helping my case because Bryn did bad this game.
I know it's not.
Bryn actually did bad on the game on Friday, so let's go to a different game.
I think the game against the Pistons or the Heat, he did good on. I remember he dropped like 20 points in one of those.
Here, let's go to the Magic one. Did he do good at the Magic one? Nah, he did ass against the Magic too. Fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck. This is like whenever you're trying to like write a paper and you're like, this source proves what I want to say, but this source also absolutely disproves it. It's like, fuck. All right, against the Pistons. Yeah, against the Pistons, he went off, bro. Bryn Forbes, 18 or I'll just say 19 minutes because it's actually 18 minutes and 58 seconds. That's basically 19 minutes.
Yeah, that's basically 19,
and 20 points, 3 rebounds. He went 7 for 11 and 6 for 8 from 3, bro. Let's go to LW4. LW4, 26 minutes, 13 points.
Yeah, he played
2
bad.
rebounds, 2 assists.
I mean, that's average. That's pretty average. Yeah.
I feel like, so looking at that, I feel like it's sort of like a coin toss almost now. Like, there's some games where, like, LW4 does bad and Bryn goes off, and then we just saw in, like, the Rockets game where it's, like, the opposite, where, like, Bryn sucks and then Lonnie goes off. So, I don't know, like, who should get, like, the minutes there?
Yeah, so, remember that video I was talking about? I said Lonnie should just come off the bench.
Yeah.
I think Forbes should start over him.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying the opposite. I thought you were saying Bryn should come off the bench for LW4.
Well, I mean, you're thinking about Pop. And this is the good thing about Pop. He doesn't care about egos. He don't care about the fans. Well, I mean, he cares about the fans, but he cares about winning more than, like, you know, anything that anybody else input. I'm pretty sure he's gonna start Forbes, no matter. Unless we get another better 3-point shooter that I'm hoping Primo can be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because got that little step back on him. You seen that? Yeah.
Yes, bro. Okay, like, I don't want to go on a full, like, Primo rant because I got some stuff on here that's not Spurs related. But fucking Primo, bro. Primo.
Yeah,
7 for 8. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Did you see the top comment on that HEB post whenever they were like, "Oh, we're recording new commercials"? It was like
I didn't even watch that HG. I don't. Well, I mean, the only thing Spurs related I really go into is like games I can watch because you know I'm not in San Antonio and everything, so I don't get the games for free. So. No, the only really thing I can do is like, unless I get the NBA pass, I can really just watch what I can, you know?
Yeah, I feel you. I was so like the HEB has been partnered with the Spurs for like a while, and now that we finally have like some decent players, you got some echo on your end. Oh, now it's good. Never mind. It was echoing for a sec, but now it's good.
I got you. I had to lower down my thing.
So now that we like actually have like some decent players coming in, like we now that we sort of have a new big three, we're making new commercials that don't use like Tim and Manu anymore. So like I think it was Jakob, Derek White, and Kilden that they made it with.
Yeah.
But it was funny going through like the comments because like all the comments were like, if they don't make a Primo pick commercial, we riot. Because I don't know how much you know about HEB. I don't know if you're in Texas since you said you weren't in San Antonio, but
Yeah.
HEB, like one of their things is because like Texas sort of has like Spanish with it, is it's like they have a thing called HEB Primo picks, and it's supposed to be like prime picks, I guess.
Yeah.
Like their picks for like their best products or whatever. But since HEB already has a thing called Primo picks, and he's Joshua Primo, it's just free money. Like it's perfect.
Yeah.
So like everybody's saying like if they don't make a Primo picks commercial, like we will be so severely disappointed. You know what I mean? So but yeah, I agree that I know a lot of people aren't going to like it. A lot of Spurs fans are against it, but I really do think Bryn should start. And then if Bryn is like having like a bad game, then put LW4 in, cuz it seems like they're kind of two sides to the same coin. They're kind of like back and forth.
Yeah.
Like anytime Lonnie has a bad game, Bryn goes off. And anytime Bryn is doing bad, Lonnie goes off. But they're never really going off together, like in the same game. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's like the weird sort of scenario. So.
Yeah.
Okay, we talked about Ben Simmons and Philly. We talked about LW4. How you feel about? I know you mentioned it in your Spurs video, but you didn't really go into detail. How do you feel about Luka leaving the Spurs?
Riddance, like you said in my Instagram comments. Yeah, you think I don't be looking at them, right? Good riddance. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you saw my I commented. So for those that don't know, Luka got waived by the Spurs, and immediately after it happened, you know, I made like a YouTube short about it. It was like completely unedited. It was literally just me like recording myself for like 40 seconds, being like, "So Luka left," and then CJ posted on his Instagram, and I forgot exactly what the post was, but I commented under it, and I said, "Good riddance," and CJ saw it, and he liked the comment, and he was like, "Bro, you cracked me up." But, dude, Luka, yeah, dude, did you see that interview with Pop afterwards? It is one of the only times in the years that I've watched the Spurs that I've ever disagreed with Pop. And I know that he was just doing it for like PR because he can't, you know, talk bad about Luka, but like, come on.
I mean, what did
dude.
he say? I don't watch it.
So he Pop got interviewed like after Luka like got waived, and was they were like, how do you feel about this, you know, whatever. And Pop was like, yeah, it's a big disappointment to the Spurs family. You know, he was a hard worker. I'm sad to see him gone, like everything. And I went in the comments of that video, bro, and I got like one of the top comments because I literally put in there, I was like, Luka was not a hard worker. That's literally the reason.
Yeah.
That's the reason we like made him made him go away. And like, you know, he's talking about like, oh, it's such a disappointment with him leaving the Spurs. I hope like another team can mold him. And I can't remember if it was Clan or if it was TSR, but one of them was like, dude, if the Spurs can't develop you, no team is gonna develop you.
Yeah, basically, we got the best development. Oh, you know what's so crazy?
What's up?
He tweeted the other day, it was 3 apples. I never followed up my research if he got signed to the Knicks or something, you know?
Yeah, it was 2 apples actually. He posted just 2 apples emojis, and that was because he signed a deal with the New York Knicks, and I think it was I'm pretty sure it was a 2-way with the Knicks. Let me look it up real quick. But I think it was a 2-way to where he would for like G League and everything with the Knicks, because that's how a 2-way works. So for those that don't know what a two-way is, I'm assuming if you watch this podcast, you know what two-way means, but I'll just explain it. What two-way basically means is it's you can play in the NBA and the G League at the same time. So it's you play in the G League, but if the coach is like the week beforehand, like tells the G League like, hey, we need this player like for next Wednesday's game, then they'll play in next Wednesday's game. That's what two-way means. It's like you're both in the NBA and the G League. Oh yeah, I should probably tell the stream, by the way. They'll probably laugh at this. I found out that I can't say his last name because like
Samanich?
I literally can't pronounce his last name. You know how like some people can't say cinnamon? Like that sort of thing? Like I literally can't pronounce it. And so from now on, chat, so y'all know who I'm talking about, I'm going to call him Luka Sandwich.
Hey, hold on, try to pronounce this thing on the thing.
Salmonich. Like I can't pronounce it, dude. I just can't.
Yo.
So I'm gonna call him Luka Sandwich.
Yo. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's
Wait,
a two-way
so can you say
contract.
Sabonis?
What? I can say Sabonis.
Sabonis?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
But-
It's the Onic thing.
I can say Onic.
That's what-
I don't know. But I can't say
Saman.
Salmonic? Samonic?
So yeah, Samonic.
Oh, well, I'm still going to call him Luka Sandwich because I think it's funnier.
Yeah. And he punched me. Yeah.
But, dude, okay, so for the people watching on video, whenever I edit and put this up on Monday, I'll see if I can find the clip and I'll put it in the video. And for Spotify listeners, I'll basically explain the clip as best as I can. Was it who was it that was on the Magic? I forget which player. But basically, the Magic stole the ball from Luka. And
Cole Anthony.
Carl Anthony?
Oh, Cole Anthony. Cole.
Oh, okay.
Hey, is it Cole Anthony? What am I talking about, right?
I don't know. I'm just going to go with what you say because I don't remember the player.
Yeah.
But anyway, this Magic player was defending Luka, right? And basically, because Luka's like a big guy, the Magic player stole it from Luka and was going the opposite way, like to their basket to score. And so because the ball was taken from Luka, Luka now has to transition to defense and guard this guy. And because the ball was just stolen, Luka could have stayed with this guy, could have contested the layup, but instead Luka just starts lightly jogging and lets this guy just open lane, like almost like it was a dunk contest. Like there's nobody there, and just lets him get like an easy layup. And it's like, dude, like, I keep referencing Clan just because I love Clan's videos. I'm sorry. Shout out to you, Clan.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
he made a video that was like, he summarized it perfectly where he was like, the Spurs already has a team where you have to compete for your minutes. You're already competing for your minutes. Like we were just talking earlier about Lonnie Walker versus Bryn Forbes. And everybody's always like debating like who's the starting five on the Spurs, you know, who's going to be the starting at point guard, shooting guard, you know, there's a different starting five like after every game that people want. Yeah. You're already having to fight for your minutes on this team. And then you do something like that, dude, and you think you're going to stay in San Antonio?
Yeah,
like,
he's already a stringer. Like it's
Yeah, you're already on the bench, and you have to prove yourself in San Antonio to get those minutes with the amount of players we have. And if you do something like that, we're just gonna say bye, and that's what we did. And so like I commented on your Instagram, you know, a lot of Spurs fans are like, good riddance. It's like if you're not gonna work hard, you don't deserve to be on the team, and it's as simple as that. Hey guys, so I realized immediately after pressing stop recording, I wish I could have gotten CJ's thoughts on this, but I forgot to do loser of the week for this week. I talked about Russell Westbrook again, but Russell Westbrook was loser of the week last week. So who's loser of the week this week? Take a wild guess. It's got to be the Charlotte Hornets. I mean, losing by 68 points, bro. I know it's preseason, but that's rough. I'm not going to spend too much time diving into it so y'all can appreciate the rest of the episode, but I just wanted to throw that in there real quick. Loser of the week, Charlotte Hornets. I mean, losing by 68 points. That's really all that's got to be said about that one. But anyways, continuing with the episode. Speaking of teams, though, you want to take a shot at Russell Westbrook real quick? Do you know where I'm going with this?
I love Russ, but in preseason games, they gotta fix that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, they gotta. The whole offense was just wacky.
Yeah,
wacky
bro.
in output.
I gotta check it again, but aren't they didn't they go 0-6 in preseason?
Hell yeah, they did.
And somebody, do you follow Buckets on Instagram? So Buckets post like highlights and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so they were posting Russell Westbrook dunked on somebody, and he did the cradle the baby thing, and so Buckets posted it, and and the top comment on the post was all that just to lose to the Kings still.
Yeah.
Russ really needs to step it up. So I do this. I don't know if I've told you, CJ, but I do this thing on the podcast every week, sort of as a segment called Loser of the Week. And basically, what we do is we choose a team or an individual that basically did the worst out of the week. And so I don't want to repeat last week because last week I said Russell Westbrook, but he's still struggling. And I think if the Lakers want to make it to the finals like everybody wants, wants Lakers-Nets finals, then they're going to have to figure out what to do with Russell Westbrook because he's just...
And that was... Yeah. Actually, I seen a post, and it was like, you should trade Westbrook for Kyrie.
Oh, yeah. Honestly, that would work, though. You have Harden on the outside, and then, because not to repeat what's been said a million times, but you have to think about spacing, and you already have on the Nets. You already have Harden on the outside, and then KD can handle. Even though he's a big guy, he can handle himself on the outside too. And so Russ's main play style is he doesn't have a good 3-point. He goes through the paint. So you could have him go through the paint just like KD, and that could work. So.
Have Joe Harris on the wing. So.
Yeah. The only thing is that's another thing I have on here though, is you're gonna talk about the Kyrie drama, and just to get it out there, by the way, viewers, we are talking strictly basketball. We are not gonna talk about whether he made a good decision, a bad decision, anything like that. We are just going to talk about how his decision has affected the NBA and will continue to affect the NBA.
You want to start first, or I
can start. So, again, I'm not saying if I disagree with his decision, but I actually reached out to CJ and I asked if he wanted to work on a future video, and the title of it is How Ron Artest in 2004 has similarities to Kyrie in 2021. And the reason for that is you're like, oh, how does Kyrie, a point guard, compare to, or shooting guard, whatever he is, guard anyway, compare to a big man from almost 2 decades ago? And it's well, you have to look at not them as a player, but the decisions they've made. Ron Artest single-handedly cost his team a championship, and I think that's pretty much fact at this point.
Yeah.
Kyrie Irving might end up doing the same thing to the Nets this year.
Yeah.
And he did the same thing the last 2 years. Like, I think I was reading something, out of these 3 seasons, if Kyrie doesn't end up playing with the Nets this season, which it looks like he's not going to, in this entire 3 seasons as a Nets team, KD, Harden, and Kyrie will have only played 17 games with all 3 of them on the floor out of 3 fucking seasons. So it's become another NBA what if about what if Kyrie actually played on that team, because at this point it's like he's basically not even on the roster at this point.
Yeah.
Like right now he isn't on the roster because they said he's not going to play any games, but like last year he basically wasn't on the roster either because he was getting injured all the time and he was always dipping. So yeah. But anyway, that's if you got anything, I'll just go off what you say.
All right. So I was doing my research, right? Yeah. I told you I was doing my research before the video started, right?
Yeah.
Not to say they was doing something different. But I'm not trying to say that Kyrie did a right decision or not. Ron Artest, even though his decision like really costed him, him fighting and everything really costed him a lot, still went back and played basketball.
Yeah.
Still know it was his job, and he still knew exactly what he had to do.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. It's kind of completely different when it comes to like situations like this. Kyrie is kind of treating the NBA like it's a part-time job, and that's not what he's getting. That's not what how you say the organization signed him for.
Yeah.
And it's not completely fair because if Ron Artest was in this situation, I'm pretty sure he would have got the shot. Probably would have made some slight deal about it, but he still would have just got the shot and still played.
Yeah.
So I just feel like it's different,
Yeah, I feel you. Like, because that's what the Nets said in their press release too. They were like, you can't treat it like a part-time job. I completely just lost my train of thought. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, you're good, bro. It's not your fault. So speaking of that though, like, what do you think of like some of the trade deals? Like you were saying Irving for Westbrook. Like, have you seen like the Lillard for Irving, like Ben Simmons for Irving? Like, what do you think is the best? I even saw one that was like, oh, trade Irving to the Spurs, and I was like, fuck that. Like, we are not doing that.
Oh, Pop will kill Kyrie.
Yeah, bro.
I think Pop was, huh?
I was just agreeing with you. I said, hell yeah, bro.
Yeah. Pop will sneak in the middle of the night and give him the shot.
Bro, that's facts though, honestly.
Yeah, but see, with the trade deals, I think the only thing that really makes sense out of it is Kyrie and Ben Simmons. Kyrie and Ben Simmons for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's the only one that kind of makes sense.
It's like mutually. That's the best mutual one because both and that's the one that's talked about the most because of that. It's like both of these players have an issue playing in that city, so both of them can switch cities, and then it's not an issue.
Yeah, but that backlash.
Yeah,
he's gonna get it worse in the Philly. Oh my god, he's gonna get straight up death threats. I think he's gonna retire if he goes to Philly.
Who, Kyrie? Or are you saying Ben Simmons in Philly?
But I'm saying like Kyrie's gonna retire if he goes to Philly.
Oh really?
Imagine you see how they doing Ben Simmons now, and Ben Simmons actually want to play for them.
Yeah.
Kyrie though, he's gonna get a car bomb or something. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like it's the other way around. I feel like Ben Simmons is fixing to get like. It might turn into another Malice at the Palace situation. I feel like Ben Simmons gonna get something thrown at him. And then it's like, here we go again. A cup is thrown and all of it goes down again. History repeats itself. But I don't think that Ben Simmons has that type of temper. But I mean, dude, Ben's like, he is going to get booed in Philly.
Yeah,
like, he's gonna. It's gonna be like Kawhi's first game back in San Antonio against the Spurs, like
Oh
after he
my
got
God.
traded to Toronto. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
It's gonna be like that, except he's still on the team. Like with the Kawhi boos, it was understandable because Kawhi was on the other team. Except
Yeah.
Ben Simmons in this situation, Ben Simmons is still in Philly and he's gonna get booed in Philly. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's crazy.
But I don't think I saw a fan sided article that I sort of agreed with. It said like there's 3 reasons why Irving won't be traded because he basically can't. It was like even if he gets traded, he still can't play in like almost like 12 games or something like
Yep.
that because even if he's not in Brooklyn, he would still have to like play Brooklyn, and so the vaccine thing would still like apply whenever he's playing away there. And then
Yeah.
there's also like the thing about like there's too much drama. Like I saw a thing that was made a really good point like in that article, like I said, that basically said if say Irving goes to like the Spurs or the Kings or name any team,
Yeah.
all the press conferences immediately go from whatever that team's doing to Kyrie. Like the Spurs right now are really talking about like Primo and Keldon. Say he goes to the Spurs, it immediately there's no more talk about Keldon. Nobody cares about Keldon. Nobody cares about Primo. Nobody cares about Lonnie Walker, Bryn Forbes, anybody. They're just asking Pop after every game, what do you think about Kyrie? What do you think about Kyrie?
Yep.
What do you think about Kyrie? And that's the only thing that gets talked about for the rest of the season. And then the third thing is something we already addressed, which is he's threatened that if he leaves Brooklyn, that he'll retire. So you if, say you make a trade for him, say like you trade Ben Simmons for Irving, then you're
Yeah.
basically just giving the Nets Ben Simmons for free because you take that risk of like, say y'all trade and then Irving's like, oh, I'm retiring. Then you basically gave
Basically.
away a player for no player in return, like fucking free agency. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
So, do you think that Irving will still retire this year? Like, say he doesn't get traded, but he stays in Brooklyn, but he plays and practices no games. Since he's basically taking that whole year off already, do you think he'll retire and just be like, because he said he wants to retire in his 30s, and I could see him easily being like, hey, well, I didn't play at all this season. So it was kind of like a trial run for retirement, and I thought it was okay. So I'm just gonna go ahead and officially retire now, or
Yeah.
whatever, something like that. You know what I mean?
Hey, I don't know, bro. This is making me sad. It's a sad case, man. And, Kyrie's just a phenomenal player. So you know what I'm saying. So when you get like news or that player's just gonna retire early,
Yeah.
you want like the main goal of a superstar player. You want them to get the ultimate achievement of basketball. He already got a ring. The ultimate achievement in basketball is making that Hall of Fame, you know?
Yeah. Or like getting like your jersey retired and like stuff like that.
Yeah. And the jersey retirement, that's out the window. Colin Sexton's wearing his number.
Yeah.
Celtics hate him. So, you know,
Yeah.
it just
Oh, that's something we can like talk about like just briefly. Cause I invited you to edit the script on the doc. But I've already gotten a script written up for what happens when LeBron retires. And I said he could be one of the only players in NBA history that has 4 jerseys retired. Which is like nuts to think about because I think that basically I'm not going to repeat the entire script. So go watch the video whenever it does come out. But
All right, bet.
I think that I was telling the viewers because you're
I
going to be.
I was going to, even though I don't be commenting on your thing, I'll be liking your videos, all right?
Yeah, for sure.
know
I
that?
appreciate it, bro. You've been like,
Wait, how you know that I actually do that though?
well, I just assume like you're checking out my stuff, so I appreciate it.
Oh, okay.
You gotta be
I'll
commenting
like,
though, bro. I be commenting on your stuff, like letting you know I'm here.
Yeah, I know. I mean, you upload a lot, so I'll be like,
Oh, well,
Remember he
yeah.
had
What
that-
I do is
yeah.
I record the podcast, and then I take the podcast and I clip it up, and I upload the clips. So if you've already
Oh,
seen
okay.
the podcast and it's full, then you've already seen the clips.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to do like more scripted videos as well. Like the Primo video blew up. It's on like 3K views now, so I really appreciate it, guys. And then,
Okay,
yeah.
yes, sir.
And then like sort of like what you do, where it's like the voiceover. Like I want to do stuff like that. So like the LeBron video is gonna be a scripted video with voiceover.
Yeah.
But basically, what I said is, you look at the Oklahoma City Thunder, right? They made a big deal about it in the draft.
Yeah.
They got so many picks. And so what I'm thinking is Bronny gets drafted to the Thunder, right? Or like the Thunder trade their pick. Wherever
Yeah.
Bronny goes, LeBron is probably, because like LeBron's contract, I think he intentionally did it this way. I think LeBron's contract with the Lakers retires the same year Bronny gets drafted. And so he can go to whatever team Bronny's on. And then Bronny and LeBron, bro. Like, that's an easy championship team. And so then, if that happens, then you get, especially in OKC, because OKC doesn't have a championship yet. Then you get a jersey retired in Cleveland, probably, most likely. A jersey retired in Miami, most likely. A jersey retired in LA, most likely. And then that fourth team that he wins a championship with Bronny, that's 4 fucking jerseys retired, bro.
Yeah,
that's nuts.
Yeah, that's potential for like
this is something I have always argued, that MJ is above LeBron. I've always argued that MJ is better than LeBron. But real shit, if he gets 4 fucking jerseys retired, LeBron might pass MJ that way. Like,
wait, hold on. I don't know about that. Them scoring titles. hold on. Them,
bro, okay,
them
so
titles that MJ had. He
yes,
did too much in a little time.
Fucking okay. I like MJ. Like, everybody always puts MJ above LeBron, and then like it's kind of constant argument of like LeBron versus MJ. And I'm one of those guys, along with Shaq and like some of the older guys, even though I wasn't alive during MJ, that I'm like, no, dude, MJ's fucking MJ. But if LeBron gets 4 jerseys retired, bro, that's 4 jerseys retired. Do you understand how nuts that is? 4 jerseys retired. I would put LeBron as the GOAT if that happens. What?
I'll give him the longevity GOAT.
Okay, fair enough. Because he would be like, how old is he now? He's like 37, right?
Yeah, 37.
He would be like 41. He would be older than when Tim Duncan retired. Tim Duncan retired right at 40. And he would win a championship at that age too, if we're going with that.
Yeah.
Like, we're assuming that like he goes with the team that Bronny's drafted on and he wins the championship with Bronny.
And I still feel like even when he's 40, he could still average 20 points per game.
Yeah, that's the nuts parts of that's the nuts part about it. Is like LeBron's constantly talking about like, dude, Josiah, shout out to you if you're watching this, because Josiah's like the one guy that like loves LeBron, like is on his knees for LeBron, and so he always makes it a big deal whenever like I shit on LeBron or talk like good about LeBron, because me and him always fight about this. I always like shit on LeBron and he always gives props about LeBron, so he's probably like. He's probably like praising God that I'm finally talking some good shit about LeBron. But that's the crazy thing about LeBron, dude, is like, even though how much you may not like him, he's got basketball IQ. Like, he just does.
Crazy.
And so when people say like, oh, LeBron has all this help around him, it's like, it's because LeBron knows how to use it, right? LeBron's not dumb. LeBron knows he's getting older. And so he's like, okay, I need to put more pieces around me.
Yeah.
And you look at his points per game, because he's getting older, his points per game are slowly going down. But what's going up is his assist.
Yeah.
He's doing what he needs to do as a basketball player getting older. And there was there not only everybody talks about breaking the scoring record, but let me check it real quick. He is 304 assists from also getting 10K assist. So
That's crazy.
yeah, it's like, he's got that basketball IQ. So as some of his other attributes are going down, he can raise these. He knows he can raise these other attributes while the others decrease. It's like in 2K, whenever you make your wingspan longer, and like your other attributes go up and the others go down. He's doing the same thing with like his age. He's like, okay, these are going up while the others are going down, and like he knows with his basketball IQ how to balance that out. So yeah, he's definitely got the longevity, bro.
Longevity goop.
But that goes along with my next thing though, since we're like debating GOAT stuff.
So
the NBA is doing it on opening night of the season, so it will be 2 days from now or 1 day whenever this is uploaded.
Yeah.
The NBA is releasing their picks for the top 75 players of all time.
Yeah.
Who do you think is on that list? You don't gotta like name all 75, but like.
All right. Look, Ginobili might not be on the list, but if Tony Parker and Tim Duncan and David Robinson on that list is totally invalid. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, say that one more time. I didn't hear you. My bad.
If Tim Duncan, David Robinson, and Tony Parker is not on that list is invalid.
Oh yeah, bro.
Yeah. You know
I don't know about
Cause...
Tony Parker necessarily. Like, he's good, but I don't know if he's top 75 of all time good. But definitely Tim Duncan and David Robinson.
All right. I got a question for you.
What's up?
Who was the last point guard who won a Finals MVP?
That's a good point. Okay.
Exactly.
So this is something that the NBA has done before.
The top 50? I remember that.
So yeah, they did this before and for their 50th anniversary. And it was their top 50 players of all time. However, because that was the top 50 for the 50th anniversary, that was 25 years ago. That was that was only MJ's 13th year in the league. LeBron wasn't in the league yet. Tim Duncan wasn't in the league yet. All these players weren't in the league yet. So things are going to change. So I'll read out. I'm going to do this like super fast because this is a lot of names. It's 50 names. So I'm going to try and rapid fire as much as I can. So if I pronounce one of these names wrong, forgive me. It's because I'm going fucking fast. But this is what it was for the previous top 50. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Nate Archibald, Paul Arizin, Charles Barkley, Rick Barry, Elgin Baylor, Dave Bing, Larry Bird, Wilt Chamberlain, Bob Cousy, Dave Cowens, Billy Cunningham, Dave, I'm not even going to try that, Clyde Drexler, Julius Erving, Patrick Ewing, Walt Frazier, George Gervin, Hal Greer, John Elvin Hayes, Magic Johnson, Sam Jones, Michael Jordan, Jerry Lucas, Karl Malone, Moses Malone, Pete Maravich, etc. Hakeem. Y'all can just look up the list. I'll put it in the description. Shaq is there. Scottie Pippen's there. Oscar Robinson's there. Bill Russell's there. John Stockton's there.
And Michael Jordan is number 1?
These aren't in order. So Isaiah Thomas is there. Bill Walton's there. Jerry West is there. Lenny Watkins is there. Here, let me see. I don't think it's in order. It's in alphabetical. Yeah, it's in alphabetical. I just realized.
Okay. I was like, huh?
It's in alphabetical. So I think they didn't want to put it in from 1 to 50 because if they did it 1 to 50, then the NBA would have gone bankrupt. People would have rioted in the streets, bro. No matter what way it went. And so that's why I'm putting the challenge on you and me is we got to do not all 75, but we got to put players in order, bro.
You for real? Right now?
I'm saying, all right, who's number one right now? And then like we'll do like
For
top.
one?
We'll do top 25. Who's top
I
25 in
top
order?
25.
What?
Okay. All right, I got
Yeah,
you.
go ahead.
All right, number one for me, Michael Jordan.
All right.
Number two, LeBron. Number three, Kareem. Right?
All right.
We got Wilt. 4, Magic. 5, Bird. 6.
I'm gonna write
Even
mine
though,
down
like,
so I
I'm
don't forget
being
one.
unbiased right now, huh?
I said I'm gonna write mine down so I don't forget anybody. If you want
Okay.
to do the same.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. But usually I would want Tim Duncan in my top 5, but I'm not being biased right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you.
So 7, Tim Duncan. 8, Kobe. 9, Bill Russell. 10, Shaq. 11, Keem. This Curry. KD. I feel like I'm forgetting somebody. I just feel like it.
Hang on. I'm trying to write mine down. All right, let's do like top 10 so we don't like mess up.
Okay.
So do your top 10 again real quick.
All right. My top 10 is Michael Jordan, LeBron, Kareem, Magic, Bird, Tim Duncan, Kobe, Bill Russell, Shaq.
All right, hang on. I got how many is that? That's 6, 8. I need 2 more.
Me?
I'll put 2.
For you.
No, for me. I'm writing mine out
Okay.
so I don't like forget somebody or say a name twice.
Yeah.
I need 1 more. Ah, fuck. I'll just put Curry just because I can't think of anything. I don't know if Curry's in my I don't know if Curry's in my top 10, but I just can't think of anybody right now.
Oh wow.
So no, fuck it. I'll put Hakeem there.
Okay. Hey, this better be spicy.
All right, I put this is in order. Okay, somebody might give me flack for 3 and 4 because I know it's like a heated debate between my 3 and 4, but
Okay, let me hear it.
and also between my 5 and 6, but MJ, Kareem, Bill Russell, Wilt Chamberlain, Magic, Larry, LeBron, Kobe, Hakeem.
Now, hold on, say it again.
Oh wait, I forgot to put Tim in here too. My bad. Hang on.
Sorry.
All right, so MJ, Kareem,
Hmm?
and these are the controversial ones. Wilt or Bill above Wilt. That's
Hey,
something.
so LeBron is not in your top 3?
Nah, bro. You gotta go like old school. Like you gotta remember like the old people. So, MJ, Kareem, Bill Russell, Wilt, Magic, and Larry. I got Magic over Larry. That's another like 50-50 one.
Yeah.
Then LeBron, then Kobe, then Hakeem, then Tim Duncan. Those like last 4, I don't really know the order on. I was just kind of thinking of names whenever I got to my like the last 4 of my top 10, but
Yeah. Hey, hold on. Why is LeBron not in your top 3? I gotta hear that. That's what I gotta hear.
cuz you already got MJ, Kareem, and like any of those other people are above LeBron. Bill Russell's above LeBron, Wilt's above LeBron, Magic's above LeBron, Larry Bird's above LeBron, bro.
Larry Bird?
Have you seen Larry Bird, bro? Have you seen old
I
clips of him?
have 3 straight MVPs. This man he ran a whole decade. That's
Yeah.
why I'll give Bird.
Have you seen that thing? Have you seen that video on YouTube where they're like talking about free throws and they give the ball like they're like, this is how you make a free throw, and then like Larry Bird makes a free throw. This is how you miss a free throw, and the camera guy's like, okay, now miss it, and Larry Bird literally tries to miss, and it goes in, and he goes, and Larry Bird replies with, well, it's me, so Like he literally,
I think that was a joke.
he's literally the example of practice until you can't mess it up, and that's why I think he's above LeBron. He literally cannot miss, bro, because he's like practiced and played so long that he's just that level.
At least you have a reason. I will give you that.
Yeah.
At least you, even though I don't agree with you, have a good reason. I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Well, to be fair, for anybody that's still listening and isn't like in the comments like keyboard warrioring right now.
Yeah.
To be fair, this was on the fly. We were thinking of it like off the top of our head. So I feel like if I sat down for a day and thought about it, this is probably gonna change, but this is just off the top of my head right now. So
yeah.
And like this is why I wanted to talk about the NBA top 75, because everybody has their own opinions. And I feel like it's good that the NBA went alphabetical, because if the NBA went in order, like they're going to anger people no matter what.
Yeah, no.
And
yeah,
it would be
you're
nuts.
Right.
It's like no matter, it's like people, if you look on YouTube, there aren't that many people that say they're top 10 or top 15, top 20, whatever anymore. And it's because of that. It's like you're going to get flamed no matter who you put where. You know, like you were telling me, like even you right now, you're like, you didn't put LeBron in your top 3? And there's going to be people like my buddy Josiah that are like, oh no, LeBron's on top of MJ, bro. And like there's going to be like other people that are like, oh, Kobe's like number 2. And you know, there's going to be people that are like,
oh my God. I stay clear of those people. They do not like me. Kobe fans do not like me. I will be honest with you. I don't hate on him, but people be thinking I don't give him his like right respect for it, and I just don't know what they want me to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So,
all right. So okay. So here's the big question.
Yeah.
Where does Giannis stack up in the top 75?
No, he's top 20.
He's top 20
already? 20. Wait. He's top 30.
Top 30. I was gonna say I put him top 30, but we got to see what he does this season. Because did you see that jump shot, bro? You made a whole video about it. You made a whole video.
Pull ups, no pull ups.
Have you seen that? Did you see the nickname that people gave him?
I forgot how you say it.
People call him Antetokounmpo. People are calling him Antetokounmpo because he's making threes, bro. People like even my old co-host Fernando, because he was a James Harden fan, because he was a Rockets fan, and you know, like James Harden and Giannis had that beef for like a little while, where Giannis was like, all Harden does is make free throws, and all Giannis does is run and dunk. It's like you can't say that anymore, bro. Giannis fucking is about to go off. Like, did you watch the game footage or no?
Yeah, I did. Of
26 points in 25 minutes, bro. Or maybe it's the other way around. 25 points in 26 minutes. I think it was 26 and 25 though. I know, but now he's doing it with threes. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, I just hit my mic. I'm sorry, chat.
No, it's straight. But I'm saying, like, people wasn't watching the games, and I was trying to tell people, like, you always had that bag. It's just just been stuck on that media narrative that he can't shoot, you know?
Yeah, bro.
Like, yeah.
I remember watching a Motown Noah video. Motown Noah did a video where he posted on Twitter, give me some rules that should be added to the NBA. And back then, like, the meme was still that Giannis couldn't shoot. And so somebody said anytime that Giannis tries to attempt a 3, it should be a technical foul. But now, dude, again, going back to buckets on Instagram, they said they ask like their like followers on Instagram, like, what do you think will happen if Giannis gets a jump shot? And the top comment on it says it's over for the league, bro. If he gets a consistent jump shot, and now he does have a consistent jump shot. So he's already top 30. He's only 26. Imagine he goes back to back, gets a third MVP, and he's immediately jumps from top 30 to like almost top 15.
Yeah. Like, yeah. Around that area, yeah, I'll give it to you. Yeah.
I would say like right now he's like in the top 30 as we said. And I would say he jumps up to like somewhere like in 19 to like 23 range top.
Yeah.
If he like goes back to back and has a consistent jump shot, because I was watching Rusty Buckets. He made a perfect analogy.
I love Rusty.
Yeah, he made a perfect analogy, bro. He said everybody was talking about like LeBron's weaknesses.
Yeah.
And then everybody was like, people were saying he's overrated because he only won one championship back in like 2012 or whatever it was.
Yeah.
But then after that championship, LeBron like grew exponentially, and now people are doing what we're doing here now, which is comparing LeBron to MJ. And it's like the same thing is happening with Giannis right now, and people aren't noticing it. He won one championship, and now he's growing exponentially just like LeBron did after his championship. And soon he's gonna be in that GOAT argument. I'm telling you, bro. He's only 26, bro. He's only 26. Think about if he has that longevity like LeBron. Think about if Giannis played till like he was like 40, like LeBron. How good he's gonna get, and how like nuts he's gonna be.
I mean, when you think about the GOAT, like I feel like you gotta start off like with the GOATish, resume. You can't just be, because remember in his early years, Giannis wasn't that player.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, but he still can be in that argument though. Yeah, he can.
He'll definitely okay, so maybe Giannis won't be the GOAT by the time he retires. But do you say he retires whenever he's 40? Do you think by the time he's 40, if he's won at least 3 championships, that he'll be top 5 material? Top 3 material? Like, where would you put him if, say, he goes back-to-back this year, wins a 3rd MVP, and then wins, like, another one, like, in 2 years? Or what if he does what fucking Jordan did? What if he three-peats? What would you do if Giannis three-peated?
I'll say he top 10. I'll give him that.
You'd still only go top 10? Well, I guess that's fair. You got people like Wilt and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's just... I'll give him top 10.
That's the thing, bro. That's the thing. That's what people don't understand is it's harder to be the GOAT as the NBA goes on, because that's just how time works. The longer the NBA goes on, the more people are going to have played. We could have like literally like some cyborg player like in 10 years that is literally like some 99 or like overall on 2K, where he's got like all Hall of Fame badges maxed out, and he is he's like 1v5ing people. You know what I mean? Like he's doing like something nuts. But he's also got all of the previous players up to this point, plus however many players 10 years from now on top of that he's got to compete with for that title. So it's like the more time this is in the NBA, the more you're going to have to compete for that GOAT title, because there's so many more players that you're competing with. If you're comparing it, GOAT stands for greatest of all time. You're comparing it over the entire history of the NBA.
That's true.
What else did I have on here? Let me check. Ooh, okay. So I think this will be our last thing. Before we go into it, though, since we were talking about Giannis, I noticed in your video, pop quiz spelling bee. Spell his last name.
ANTETOAOUN.
No, there's no A.
I spelled that wrong?
There's no A except the beginning, bro.
Oh no, I said ANTET. Oh, it's my mic, my fault. Let me say it again. ANTETOAOUNMPO.
Hey, he got it. Let's go.
Yeah. I thought away from Mike. That's why. Yeah.
I thought you put an A in between the T and the K rather than an O, and I was like, "There's only one A, bro." But okay, I think this is the last thing I'll have on here for tonight because we're already almost at an hour. What do you think
For
of like?
real?
Yeah. What do you think of the whole foul baiting thing?
I'm glad they got rid of that. Now old heads can finally stop saying the NBA soft. You know what I'm saying?
Bro. I love it because like, and we can go back like if you want to get really into it, we can go back to like the Nets like winning the championship debate. Like now that Harden can't foul bait, how the Nets looking? I'm kidding, but
Right?
on a real level though. And like how are the Hawks gonna finish this playoffs if Trey
You're
can't
gonna
do
get
what he
me
was
in so
doing?
much in trouble with my friends. I swear you're gonna get me so.
Bro,
I have a
go ahead, bro. Go ahead. I'll
have
go
a
after you're
friend.
done.
I have friends who are like diehard fans of the Hawks. I'd be like Trey Young. All he do is just trying to look for a damn foul, and you know what I'm saying?
Bro.
Now,
Dude.
and you was gonna say?
No, I thought you were done. Go ahead.
Oh, but I was gonna
left.
say, yeah, and I have people who's fans of the damn Houston. You know, I mean not Houston. James Harden. Every time I think of James Harden, I always think about Houston.
Yeah.
That's how. Oh, yeah, they be so mad. They be like, oh, if you don't like it, then he shouldn't just foul.
Yeah.
So happy they got that out, bro.
So I was gonna talk about like like the Hawks. Like as a Bucks fan, maybe I have some bias towards it, but I mean, look at that Hawks Bucks series. What was Trey doing, man? Like until he got injured, like Trey just kept going to the free throw line, like real shit.
On me.
And so like the Hawks, we talked about that, but also like what do you think about like the rules specifically? Like have you looked at like the specific rules? Because there's like some of them that I'm like, yes, get rid of it. But there's like one or two that I think should not be in there. So I want to know your thoughts.
No, I think you're talking about the one where they call like a offensive foul if you like throw yourself into the defender. If you wait, I forgot what I know exactly what you're talking. I just can't get my mind on it right now.
I'll say it and you can say if you are thinking of what I'm thinking of or if you're thinking of a different one. I don't like the one where they get called if they stick their leg out. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And because I'm going to get up from the mic real quick for Spotfiy listeners. For video listeners, I'm going to like get up and show it, so I'm going to be away from the mic. But if you're hitting a buzzer beater, right? So that's my specification. That's my how I divide it up. If there's time left on the clock, yes, call it an offensive foul for sticking their leg out. However, if it's a buzzer beater, then and I'm going to show what the foul call is, and I'll put it in a clip as well. Can you still hear me? Put a thumbs up.
I can. Yeah.
All right. If you're whenever it's a buzzer beater, you're yeeting that thing, bro. So you're gonna stick your leg out, and they're calling that an offensive foul. But whenever you're like chucking the ball for a buzzer beater, your body automatically goes into like that triangle shape. You know what I mean? So I don't think that should be an offensive foul because, like, if you're just yeeting it to try and get some like last chance points, like say it's like Game 7 of the finals, bro. And, like, you need that, like, last point to, like, go into, like, overtime for the championship.
Yeah.
And you just yeet that shit, and then you stick your leg out and you get called for an offensive foul. That shouldn't be an offensive foul.
Shouldn't be.
Like, that's the one I don't like is the leg. But, because of what I just said, like, if you're yeeting it, like, you're putting your whole body into chucking that ball, so your leg is gonna go forward. It's just science of like how your body works because it's putting that full force into that ball.
You know who does that a lot?
Who?
Devin Booker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I said if there's time left on the clock, get called for it. But if there's like, say it's like 5 seconds or less left on the clock, and you do it, you shouldn't be called for it. That's what I think.
I understand you completely.
But like the other stuff, like the hooking, like definitely get called for that. The flying in, like jumping into people, get called for that.
Yeah.
Like all that stuff, like you should get called for that. Cause like everybody's been talking about it. Like people literally guard Harden like this, bro. People literally like were
from
guarding.
the sides, bro.
Yeah, people are literally guarding Harden with like their hands behind their back, like they're handcuffed, because they didn't want to get called for shit. And it's like you shouldn't be able to do
LeBron
that.
do that.
What?
LeBron do it?
I don't remember, but I know there was like a Lakers player that was like literally like, I'll get up again. They're literally guarding Harden like this, so that they don't get called for anything. Like it's literally like they're in cuffs, bro. Like,
Real.
So definitely, yeah, I really agree. Like the foul, it was probably one of the best moves the NBA has made in a while with rules. So kind of just last minute question. If you had to add a rule though, besides the foul baiting, since that's now been added, what rule to the NBA would you add?
Well, actually, when it comes to like the NBA, another rule.
Yeah, what's a new rule you would add? For me, it's between two. I got to decide between two.
Oh, actually, I don't like. You should add a rule, right?
Yeah.
Even though we got the flags, like you can flag down a play if the ref call it wrong or something.
Oh yeah, we added the
feel
challenges from we have challenges now, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm saying like even forget the challenges, like should be a rule where it doesn't have to be like a specific sorry, I butchered that wrong. Does it gotta be in the game or it does it gotta be like it could be league bound rule? You know what I'm saying? Like
What do you
you can
mean?
get fined for it.
Are you talking about like are you talking about challenging like ref calls?
Well, I was just saying like it should be like a rule. Does it have to be in the game or can it be outside the game?
No, it's against the refs, so it's in the game. So it's basically like
Oh,
we got it from football. We literally stole it from football because people were complaining we didn't have it in the NBA, and so we added it into the NBA. But it's whenever, like, in football, like if you think it should have been a touchdown, and the ref says like no touchdown, you can challenge it, and then they can reverse the call and say like, okay, it was a touchdown. But if you're wrong, it takes one of your timeouts. That's the risk reward. It's the same thing in the NBA. If somebody like gets fouled or like a point should have gone in or like and it wasn't counted, like anything like that, and the refs like call something that they shouldn't have called, then the coach can like challenge it, but they only get one a game. That's how it like changes between NBA and football. You only get one a game, and if you're wrong, it takes one of your timeouts, just like football. But if you're right, you keep the timeout.
I think the rules they should add then. Like, I think I can't think of nothing.
Oh, really? I got two.
Yeah.
Okay, so, one of them would be change how goaltending works, because there are a lot of alley-oops, especially in that Bucks versus Suns series that I noticed. There was a lot of alley-oops that got counted as goaltending, which was bullshit. Like they would pass it to Lopez, and Lopez would like dunk it, and they were like, "Oh, that's goaltending" because it was in the cylinder. Like, and it's like it wasn't.
Stupid,
Like, and then the other one is something that has been addressed on multiple channels and has been debated for a long time in the NBA, and that is the hockey assist. Do you know what that is?
What is that?
So a hockey assist, and I debated this with Josiah again. Shout out Josiah if you're listening.
Just like in all the shout outs.
Yeah. I'll shout out Nick G too. Why not? Shout out Nick G. He's the one who told me to get on Anchor, and Anchor is where like how we get on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and stuff like that. So shout out Nick for helping us get on Spotify. That's another shout out for you. But anyway, the hockey assist, what it is you know how an assist works. Obviously, you pass the ball to somebody, they make the shot, you get an assist.
Yeah.
What if you pass the ball to somebody, like say you pass the ball to Giannis? Giannis gets fouled, but Giannis makes both of his free throws. It's like, I think that should count as an assist, but it's only if he makes both of his free throws. So, like, say, I'll use that example again. Say Drew Holiday passes to Giannis, right?
Yeah.
Giannis gets fouled. So Drew Holiday was gonna get an assist, except the play was interrupted by a foul. Giannis makes both of his free throws. By making both of his three throws, he's put up those 2 points still. So Drew Holiday gets an assist because like it would have been 2 points had he not gotten fouled.
Yeah.
However, if Giannis gets fouled and he goes 1-1, like say he makes one and misses one, Drew Holiday doesn't get the assist. If he splits the pair, then it's not the assist. But if the person fouled makes all of their free throws, then it counts as an assist because it's the same amount of points and you were still facilitating the play. What do you think of that?
Yeah. I think that's actually a good idea.
Yeah. But a lot of people are saying it shouldn't be a good rule because then people will get assists too easily. But it's like, but the point of an assist is you're facilitating a play. If you're facilitating a play and another person on the other team interrupts it with a foul, then you should still get the assist. You know what I mean? Because you're not the person that interrupted the play. It was somebody else. But they have to make all their free throws in order for it to count because then it's the same amount of points on the board. All right. Is there anything else? Is there anything else you got, man? Or
I'm puckered out right now, bro.
all right. Yeah, I could tell you were like getting a little tired because you were like spinning around in your chair. But anyway, so go subscribe. What?
Spinning around.
Oh yeah, you were like doing this, so I could tell like, oh, CJ's getting tired. But anyway, that's Nathan Bunnett, episode 13. Subscribe to CeeJayHoopTalks on YouTube. Go follow him on Instagram. His links will be in the description. And as always, if you enjoyed this, go and like and sub to my video. And also, these videos are available on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, wherever you get your podcasts, so that you can listen to the audio version while you do laundry, while you clean the kitchen, whatever you do. Hey guys, so the audio cut there right at the end, but basically I was saying what I said at the beginning. Go check these episodes out on Spotify, like and subscribe on YouTube, all that good stuff. Check out CeeJayHoopTalks, links in the description. And with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.